Hi everyone, today we are talking about two-step equations, meaning that it should only take us 2 steps to get to our answers. Remember that we would like to have all of the variables on one side of the equation and the constants on the other side. So we are going to start, when we look at the first one, 3x plus 5 equals 8, I need to move this positive 5. So I need to do the opposite. Since it's plus, I need to subtract, and that would give me 3x is equal to 8 minus 5 is 3, okay? And then last but not least, divide by 3, x is equal to 1, okay? All right, so bring to the other side. Remember, if it is positive on one side, when you bring it over, it will be negative, okay? So down to number 2 up here, okay? So 2, we've got to combine like terms. So 3x plus 2x is a total of 5x. And then dividing by 5, we simply get x is equal to 2. Okay? For number 3, now this is a little more difficult because I have x's on both sides. Now, a lot of you like to keep your x's on the left. It really doesn't matter when we're working with x's here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the minus 4x to the other side. So since it's a negative 4x, I'm going to do positive 4x. So it gives me 2 is equal to 1x plus 4x is 5x. And when I divide by 5, x is 2/5. Now, if you put that in a calculator, you'll get a decimal, and you will see it both ways, but always look for the fraction first, 2/5. Okay, looking at number 4, now this time we have a fraction in front of this x, so we're going to leave that alone and we're going to focus on this negative 2 here. I want to move that to the right, so I will add 2. Since it's already negative, we will make it positive. So now I have 1/3 x is equal to 6. Okay, I can divide by 1/3. Okay, that's fine. Or I can multiply by 3/1. Okay, so a lot of you are going to do this. Divide by 1/3. All right, and now you're going to have to put that in a calculator. Okay, and what you should find is that you end up with 18. Okay, or, okay, this was the step we were at. I multiply everything by 3/1. So 3/1 and 1/3 multiplied together cancel, so I end up with x. And then 3 times 6 gives me 18. Okay, so 2 different ways that you can take care of that fraction. Now, some of you also like to write this as 3/1 times 1/3 x equals 6 times 3/1, and that's fine too. Okay, I still get x is equal to 18. So number 4 is the one that you're going to have a little more difficulty with because it has different options that you can take. Okay, on number 5, now we know that this is distribution. So this is a distribution example. Okay. So the one way we could solve this is by actually doing distribution. So I'm going to show you guys that way first. Okay, so multiplying each one over. So 5x minus 15 is equal to 10. Add 15. So 5x is equal to 25. And then divide by 5. So I have x is equal to 5. All right, so that's one way. The second way is by just dividing by the 5. So what if I came up here and instead of, let me change colors for a sec. Okay, so we start off with this. And instead of doing distribution, what if I said divide by 5? Then this would cancel, and I have x minus 3 is equal to 2. And then I add 3 to both sides. X is equal to 5. Okay, I still get the same answer. This was a little easier, but you need to put a big star next to this. Okay, you can only use this only if two, I'm going to call it two terms. That's not necessarily right, but what I mean is there's nothing else over here. I don't have another plus 6 or a minus 8. Okay, it's just straight like that. Okay, so if I had anything additional there, I would not be able to do that. So it's only if I have a distribution equals something that I can do it in the green. Okay, otherwise I am stuck with the way in the red. Okay, so let's talk about example 6. Oops. All right, so example 6 here. Okay, I want to get rid of this 8. In other words, I need to multiply both sides times 8. Okay, so I'm going to multiply by 8, multiply by 8, so these 8's cancel. So I have x plus 2 equals 24. And when I subtract 2 from both sides, I have x is equal to 22. Okay. The other way is to recognize that you can cross multiply the 8, and some of you have done that cross multiplication, and it's just really the same thing as multiplying each side times 8. So these are 6 problems using basically a two-step so that you can solve equations.